Today, we're going to be talking about NASDAQ 100 or NASDAQ 100 index. We're going to be picking up, I was going to say we're going to be picking up from where we left off last week's video, but I've been doing a bunch of cleanup on this chart, so I can't really locate the area as to where I did the analysis from. So essentially, we're just going to start from a brand new slate, right? It's not brand new, but it's going to be clean enough, right? So all the work that we did last week, you're going to have to watch last week's video to get the gist of what we were talking about, because what we're going to be talking about now, I want to try to keep it on the same theme, but there's a possibility that we might just go off a little bit in a new direction, and hopefully it's going to tie in with last week's video, because I didn't go back to watch last week's video, right, based on what it is that I said. And the analysis that I'm doing now it feels like it's going to be new. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, right? Now, if you're new to the channel, I definitely think you should hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. Because remember, what this channel is about is live analysis of market moving up and down, right? So we're not trying to teach you basically how to suck eggs, right? We're just doing the analysis. You might be in a position, you might not. And what this channel does is it will give you an alternative view of looking at whatever asset you're looking at, so long as it's an asset that we are actually analyzing and you're going to be watching, right? So it is super useful for you to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. Why? Because you've got someone doing some of the work for you. Some of you are on point with your analysis, which is 10 out of 10, right? No doubt. Still subscribe, still turn on the notification, still drop us a like. Why? Because I may have spotted something that you have not spotted. Right? It's simple as that. Not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying I might have seen something that you might not have. Just as if you had content and you were sharing it and I was consuming it, I would hope to spot something that I had not realized myself. We learn off each other, right? So with that said and done, we're going to get straight into the analysis for today. So as it stands right now, okay, NAS, obviously last week, Trump basically said something about tariffs, right? Because this guy's always talking something about tariffs. So he talked about the tariffs. I think he basically turned around and said something along the lines of if Apple steps out of line in regards to not doing what he's supposed to be doing, it might be hit with some tariffs. And obviously the EU, if the EU steps out of line, it's going to hit them. He's going to hit them with tariffs. Obviously, there's a lot more nuances, a lot more detail to what he said. I'm just like super paraphrasing it, and just super paraphrasing the whole thing, which is do as you're told, or you're going to get hit with sanctions. That's what it translates it to me. That's what it means to me when I hear him say what he says. Do as I am telling you, or you're going to get hit with sanctions. So we're waiting to see how everyone's going to react to that, right? Because everyone's basically posturing, oh yeah, no, he can never tell us what to do. He can never tell us what to do. And then they get told what to do, right? Nothing wrong with it, because obviously if the man has the power, he has the power, and you're going to do as you're told. Such is life. You know what I mean? You're going to do it. So with that said and done, we're going to now look into the situations for this week in regards to the NASDAQ, right? And what we can kind of look out for to make sure that we have our best foot forward. Meaning we're able to secure the bag nice and easy. Or secure the band, secure the M, whatever it is, because only Lord knows your position size, isn't it? Only Lord knows. So it could be an M, it could be a band, it could be a couple hundreds. Just depends. Right, so we're going to get into that. So right now, as we can see, we have this push to the upside, okay, which is basically, I think is all induced by the White House, right? So it's up there right now. We have a bit of a channel forming up here, okay? I'm going to point them out a little bit more clearer so they really stand out. And also as well, we want to see what is the likelihood of price getting above 22,245.4 cents, right? So we're waiting to see if price is going to head in that direction at some point this week or possibly next week, right? These are things that we need to determine, and these are things that's going to help guide us in the direction that we need to move in to make sure that obviously we always have our best foot forward. We're able to collect the bag, collect the M, collect the dineros, collect the moolah, collect it all. We want it all, right? Once again, not financial advice, and I'm not Once again, not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular person just like you. Right, so with that said and done, let's get into it. So first things first, the first thing I actually want to identify, right, is I want to find the weekly low and the weekly high. So already I can see that last week we had the weekly low last week. Sorry, so this is last week. So last week we had the weekly high was on a Thursday. Okay, this time round the weekly high we got on a Wednesday, which is interesting. This move to the upside feels like news to me. It's got that news kind of vibe. Where market just got driven up to one direction, and obviously it just done what it did. Do you know what I mean? So it's got news. It's got like news all over it. I'm talking about the high that was set on the Wednesday, and then we have a low that was set for us on the Friday. Okay. Let's put that in place here. Right. And as you can see, price is a lot closer to the low than it is to the... Actually, no, I'll say it's 50-50. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. What was it? Weekly low. Okay. Just sign a label to that. Okay, yeah, so it's about the middle somewhere. So the price is kind of like in the middle of the weekly high and the weekly low set of last week, right? Now, as it stands, looking at price in this particular angle, all it is that I can do now is just return back to the age-old trend lines or market structure to give us an idea as to the probability that price might do something interesting or something different, right? Price could do these things. So let me just make sure I put this. Okay, yeah, it's perfect. It lines up quite nice. So as it stands, this is what we got going on right now. Okay, there is a couple rules to when the descending channel appears, right? And that is that the probability of price pushing to the upside, it is quite high just based on the structure that we have here. So this structure that we have here has a high probability of pushing to the upside. Okay, it has a high probability of pushing to the upside, but in saying that, it does not mean that every time you see this move, it means price is going up. No, sometimes it breaks down, right? It breaks up more times than it does break down, but it does break down, right? So that's important that you know that it does break down, and it does do a fake out as well. So it will do something like push all the way down and then fly all the way back up again, right? But it will come out of this whole zone situation. So it's like it will just surprise you. It will just take you by surprise in terms of what it can do. So you want to be mindful with this situation over here, hence why we want to put in some safeguards in this situation. So because we have an ascending channel, okay, the opposing direction always gives us the best possible indicator of what price is planning on doing. So for example, if this level here is taken out, it's fair to assume that price is going to be pushing up. So we want to see this level taken out before we even do anything, right? The second is on the low side. This is what is really important to avoid the fake out of this situation up here. To avoid the fake out, we would want this low here taken out. This low level right here, this swing low, is what we would want taken out, because essentially that is a support level. Okay, a uptrend support level that we would expect price to bounce from. If price closes below that, it's fair to assume that it's only going downwards. So we want this level taken out to confirm price is going down, and we want this level up here taken out to say price is going up. In between here, you can take the trade if you want. Okay, you can definitely do that if you want, but just know that you might be assuming, you might be taking on a position that ain't gonna help you. You might be taking on, it might get tough in there. So I would say if you're able to be patient, Patience is always the way forward. Patience is always the way forward, and I always recommend you do that. So with that said and done, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a volume profile to target this area right here to where price is right now, right? So I'm going to bring in a anchored volume profile. We're just going to drop that right here, okay? And it's going to tell us what we need to be looking out for. Hopefully that will give us some indications as to what to do. So as we can see already, okay, it is, this thing here is giving me the vibe that price wants to break down, right? Price wants to break down. So for example, what do I mean? So from where I've taken, as a matter of fact, let me drop it over here because, yeah, okay, so we've done it up to the 18th of February, right? So we've taken it that far back, right? So as we can see right here, right now, is, okay, we've got price. So this actually might be a bit of a good information, that very good information. So we've got price kind of leaving the low value node area. This is this right here. This is the low value node, right? So price is kind of leaving this area right now, right? It looks like it's about to push up, right? If it does push up, we have another low value node sitting right above it that could prove problematic to stop price from breaking out and send it back down again. So this is an area we want to be mindful of, a rejection from last week's weekly high. So that is this low value node area, right? We want to know what's going to take place here. So if price comes into this zone and it closes above this level, this is great, right? So it closes above the weekly high, that's great. We wait to see if price is going to keep pushing upwards. If it gets above, then that is fantastic. We know we can load up and enjoy the ride to the upside, right? But outside of it doing that, if we get a rejection from this level, we might want to wait. We might want to wait. I mean, ultimately, NAS is only moving in one direction, which is just going up, right? So long as you catch the dips, you should be fine, right? So bear that in mind. Catching the dips, you should be fine. But the question is, you don't want a dip like this. You don't want this dip, right? Nobody wants that dip. This is a dip we do not want, okay? Little dips like this, yeah, we don't mind. We don't mind these little dips here. We don't mind these little dips here. This one here, not so much. We don't mind this dip either, but we don't want dips like this. We do not want dips like this. That we don't want, okay? So we might get that. We might not. I don't think we will. But if we get that dip, then technically you could just load in at the bottom and ride it to the upside, jump off where you're most comfortable. In my opinion, that's how I would do it. So as it stands right now, if I was going to make a play in the market right now, as it looks right now, this very second, this very minute, right? Bearing in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm giving you financial advice, okay? There's only one thing that I would do, and that is I would wait to see if I can get a close above yesterday's high, right? So yesterday's high is right here. I would wait to see if I can get a close above that particular level. If I get a close above that level, I'll be comfortable in holding a buy. I'll be comfortable in holding a buy, and that level in question is 21,252.5. So if that level is taken out, I'll be comfortable in taking a buy, right? Now, with that said and done, if you have followed this content up to now, you definitely owe me a subscribe. I've poured my heart out to you guys in helping you find areas that you may not have noticed yourself. You might have noticed it, you may not have noticed it, right? But either way, I'm here to help you try to get to the bag. Once again, just giving you my point of view. I'm not a financial advisor giving you financial advice, but subscribing to my channel is definitely to your benefit, okay? Because I'm trying to help you get to the bag as I get to the bag myself. So with that said, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification, drop us a like, and I will see you all on the next one.